Let me show you key steps of this method and why these steps are needed and what you should get from each of these steps. The double sprint method has two main focus areas: tech development and business development. It would be wiser to first of all say business development and only then tech development. So from the business perspective, customer is in the center. We need to know who our ideal customer is and what kind of solution, what kind of product we should build for our target customer. On the left-hand side, we have technology. Technology is tightly related to the product, to the software or to the online platform that you are willing to build. So the first step is to identify your initial idea and vision. What is your general mission of this software, of this platform? What do you want to achieve with it? And what's your vision? What would you like to have after a year, after 3 years? What's the goal? And based on that, we will have to define what are the riskiest assumptions in your SaaS or platform idea. And obviously, how we could test these assumptions, how we could eliminate. The second part is already start doing some research. Market research on the business side and competitor product review, competitor product research on the left-hand side on the technology basis. We need to know, by doing competitor analysis, what is must-have, because if you will build a product that doesn't have initial features, initial functions, you won't be successful in the market. So you need to know what are essential features, what are must-haves. You also should identify where is the gap in the market and how you could win. These questions should be addressed in both researches, market research and competitor product review. In the market research, we actually define who our target customer is, how large is the market, what is the potential of our business idea, what are actually possible revenue streams from that market if you will introduce your solution. In the market research, it's not only about the market size and how large is the potential of your business idea. You also should define different customer segments and identify problems as well as needs of these customers from different segments. Obviously, market size, and you should already start building the list of potential customers for the interview. Yeah, we will have to go outside the building with the double sprint method, but that's the reality. We don't want to burn our cash. That's why we will put a little bit of effort and do some testing with our interview. The third step is to define your value proposition. What you're gonna offer to the market, be as specific as possible. Value proposition must be designed based on customer and competitor analysis. You don't just come up to the value proposition out of thin air. Well, what is already available in the market? And what are customers looking for? Is there a gap and is there a possibility for you to win with your solution? If you're gonna be me too kind of product that is simply the copy of already existing product and you are no way better than your competitors, so how you will win? It will be hectic, difficult for you to build such business. Don't do that. Unless you have too much money and too much spare time. You can do that, yeah. But basically, you need to find that niche, that gap where potential customers are looking for that kind of solution, but competitors aren't delivering it yet. Or the market is already growing, it is already booming, customers are looking for it, and more customers are joining this market, and competitors are in the rush to supply the demand, and you say, hey, I also want to be one of those competitors. That's cool, that's okay, but still, you will have to find your competitive advantage. Initial specifications are also based on competitor and technical feasibility intelligence. You simply draft your initial specifications, how your software or platform could look like, what functions it should have, and remember, what is a must-have feature and what is your competitive advantage. You need to be as clear as possible right here. The fourth step is discovery interviews. In this stage, you go outside the building, you talk to potential customers, you do some interviews with probing questions, and you don't pitch. You don't pitch, you just ask about the ways how your potential customers are solving their current problems. And if you see there might be a good fit, at the end of the interview, you might introduce the idea of your solution. In discovery interview stage, it is very good if you could have your wireframe, or at least rough mock-ups of your software. In the very initial customer interview stage, you don't show your product. You just try to pick the brain of your potential customers and figure out what kind of solution they would accept, what kind of software or platform they would appreciate over current competitors in the market. And after you gather this information, then you can show your wireframe. Yeah, that's it. You design your initial mock-up or even wireframe, clickable wireframe that shows actual actions, how and what would happen after what is clicked, and so on and so forth. You could do some demos with potential customers showing your wireframe. And it's very good if you have wireframe, not the final product, because you can accept critique very easily. You say, hey, this is just a rough mock-up. We did the interview with you, and does it make sense? Does it look something like you would be using it? If no hard feelings, just let me know. It's just the mock-up. Come on, I want to build really great software, so it's just an idea, and I want to make it even better. Fifth stage, business model. And in parallel direction, we have user experience and wireframe update. After you did interviews with potential customers, you want to make sure that your wireframe is as perfect as possible and the user flow, the user journey on your wireframe is as close to the final version as possible. And in this case, it is very advisable to talk with UX experts, UX designers, user experience designers, to make sure that the whole journey, that the whole flow of your customer journey on your software or on the platform is, as smooth as possible. And meanwhile, you should also clarify your business model. If you're building SaaS, most likely you will charge some monthly fee, annual fee, quarterly fee, but who knows, maybe you will have freemium version, or maybe you won't have freemium versions, but you will have free trials. How are you going to attract customers? So in the fifth step, I strongly advise to build your lean canvas, to define your business model using the lean canvas methodology. And you can do that in 20 minutes or less. So if you think that, hey, there are 10 steps on one side, 10 steps on another side, 20 steps at all, that's too much, that's too long, come on. Ash Maurya, the author of Lean Canvas, says if you spend more than 20 minutes to define your business model on the Lean Canvas, it means you are doing something wrong. So you can define your business model on Lean Canvas in 20 minutes or less. If you can't do that, it means you haven't done your homework. That's it. But let's assume you did that, and what are next steps? The next step is to clarify, to refine your marketing message. The main message that would have best chances to resonate with your target audience, and this message should be so powerful that when customers hear it, see it, they say, oh, that's interesting, I want it, let me check it. Oh, cool, this is great, I want to check it, I want to go for a free trial, I want to sign up it, I want to be a better user. This kind of message, what you are looking for. You are not selling anything right now at the moment, but there are certain methods how you could test your message. But it's not enough just to have a great marketing message. It has to resonate with your tech solution, with your product. Your product must meet that message. So that's why on the left-hand side, we have to clarify key feature list. I know we already talked about initial specifications in step 3, but this is the process of iteration and constant improvement. So in this step, when you have the most appealing marketing message discovered, when you see that customers like getting on the hook of your marketing message, you want to be sure that your software will deliver this value. That's why you have to prepare your key feature list, how this value will be delivered that you are talking in your marketing message. It shouldn't be very difficult, but in this step, we are already preparing the feature list that is suitable for developers. so that developers, once they take your feature list, they say, okay, I see the point, I understand what you want to build, that's cool, that's totally okay, don't waste your time explaining me anything else. That's clear, let us do some prototype and let us come back to you and revert on what's already done. This is the list of features that we are talking in this stage. Step number 7, pricing and sales. When you have clear marketing message, when customers understand your solution, what it does, what value it delivers, it's about time to set the right pricing model. And it's not only about the price, here is even the saying, it's not about what you charge, but how you charge. In this step, you choose your revenue model and you prepare your sales power statement, your sales funnel, how you're gonna do actual sales. The initial marketing message that grabs the interest of potential customers is already established in step number 6, but now it's time for you to design the whole sales process. How you're gonna sell your SaaS, how you will onboard new users. And this is exactly what we are doing in step number 7, pricing and sales. Set up the right revenue model, set up the right price levels, and have the process of sales. On the other side, you can already start building, creating the design, the graphic design of your platform or SaaS. When you are working on building your marketing materials, your sales funnels, in parallel, you can hire already designers to create the graphic design of your software or your platform based on your wireframes, based on your feature list, based on your customer journeys. You have everything that it takes to build the graphic design. Why it is strongly advised to create graphic design in this step? Because once you have the graphic design, you can show it to your potential customers, to your leads that you've already onboarded. Meanwhile, you can get their feedback. If this actual design resonates with them, if they see value from what you are building, and if they don't like the design, hey, you can adjust the design. You don't need to adjust the coding because you didn't invest anything in coding the platform. You've just drawn the design, not you, but the designer. And it's much, much cheaper to prepare the design. And in any case, once you go to the step when you decide to hire developers, they will ask, hey, do you have the design? Where are design files? These design files are developed in the step number 7. Step number 8, choice of tech stack. You can talk to different developer companies, different development teams, and figure out on what kind of tech stack you should build your software or platform. What coding language, what platform, what frameworks you should use, and what kind of integrations and other technical specifications there should be included. Simply saying, you are going outside the building and meeting potential developers and showing them your wireframe, your feature list, and your initial specifications. These initial specifications that you already updated on the go. And you get feedback from developers whether it makes sense to build this product or not from the technical perspective, and what kind of tech stack would be advised to use in this case. That's it. Channels and lead capture experiments. Once you've designed your sales process, your sales funnel, now it's time to battle test it. It's not enough to draw a nice sales funnel and imagine that miracles will happen. No, this doesn't happen usually in a startup world. So that's why you need to run market experiments. You choose different channels, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Google Ads, LinkedIn Ads, or whatever you just imagine. There are multiple sources, multiple channels how you could attract traffic to your landing page, where you present, where you show your SaaS or platform idea, and where you start onboarding your initial beta users. This is exactly what you have to do, and in this step, you run multiple experiments trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. And this is the continuous process. Beware that even if it is the step number 8, you will continue working on market experiments even once you've already launched your SaaS or platform. Why? because you want to have as effective as possible marketing. You want to get the highest possible ROI on your marketing investment. That's why you will be constantly looking for different channels, different messages, and different sales funnel modifications to get the best return on your buck spent in marketing. Now we are getting closer to the finish line. In business development circle, we have the step 9, pre-sale, and in tech development circle, we have cost estimations, timeline, and key milestones. In business development, pre-sale means we are trying to ask for money. Not just trying, but we are actually asked to pay for the solution we are trying to build. And we're not cheating here. No, we don't do any kind of cheesy tricks over here. But here are 3 different ways how you can ask money for the product that is not built yet, and you don't lose your reputation, and you are not a cheater. In cost estimations, timeline, and key milestones, you have to go outside the building and talk to different developer teams, different IT development companies, if you want to outsource the development of your SaaS or platform, so you will have to talk to different development companies. If you want to hire the in-house developers, you have to talk with different developers and maybe even different developer teams. And here's the finish line, step number 10, market-proven product specifications. It means if you did everything right, you will have the specifications of the product that customers are willing to pay for. And you found the technical solution from the other side, and you already know how much it could cost you, at least rough estimations, when this could be done, and you have the efficient way to bring even more new customers to the solution when you already build it. So that's how the double sprint method works.